You're watching FNN, the FUKK News Network.
This program contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers.
Somebody asked me if I was going to get married the other day. You know, Edward got married, our guitar player got married not too long ago, and somebody asked me, Dave, are you getting married very soon? And I told him, well, there's 3 rings involved in marriage. You have the engagement ring, and you have the wedding ring, and you have the suffering.
Viewer discretion is advised.
SHMACKEMAGOB, motherfucker.
SHMACKEMAGOB, it's time for the only news that matters, and I want to thank Kennedy Osborne for that SHMACKEMAGOB intro. Thank you so much, Kennedy. And if you want to send an intro, please send it to this email right here. Say SHMACKEMAGOB, and I will put it up in the order it was received. So let's get into the only news that matters. A long-lost video of Van Halen performing in front of a giant dinosaur statue has finally been unearthed after more than 40 years. At the end of 1981, Van Halen filmed some video clip settled in a Jurassic Park in Italy. The prehistoric park near Milan, notes the YouTube uploader Cosmo Van Halen Italia. At the time, the band were performing in Europe in support of their 4th album, 1981's Fair Warning. The video finds the band mime performing along to their song So This Is Love in front of a stone brontosaurus and other prehistoric creatures look on. These videos aired on Italian state television during a TV show called Happy Circus. The YouTube caption further explains, adding that the Van Halen Italia fan club were the ones who uncovered the long-lost footage that you can see here. Speculation surround the mysterious dinosaur video has long run rampant among hardcore fans. The Van Halen news desk notes that pictures from the video shoot taken by one of the band's roadies were published in 1995 in the magazine The Inside. The accompanying story was short and shone very little light on the video. Speculations, the dinosaur never made it off the cutting room floor. So This Is Love was released as a single in 1981, peaked at number 15 on the US mainstream rock track charts. Now, I gotta say, this is awesome. For years, I lived with these pictures of this video shoot. Now, I saw somebody say that they did a video for Sunday Afternoon in the Park and One Foot Out the Door. And as you can see in this picture now, they're in a forest where you don't see that in the video. They said that they shot both videos on that same location. So This Is Love and Sunday Afternoon in the Park / One Foot Out the Door. I hope that sees the light of the day. Seeing this today just totally blew my mind. Cheesy, whatever, but man, just to have any footage of the Fair Warning era is just awesome. I just love this video clip. So hopefully one day that other video will reemerge, and hopefully that soon. And speaking of Van Halen, Daily Roth was just on the Joe Rogan show for 3 hours talking. I haven't heard all of it, but some of it I heard. It sounds like Dave and Alex are buddies talking on the phone all the time, which is pretty damn cool. I didn't hear him mention Eddie once, but I didn't see the whole thing. But it was quite interesting interview, and it was pretty surprising that him and Alex Van Halen are communicating. That's pretty cool. And also Wolfgang Van Halen is going to be opening for Guns N' Roses. And I heard today they're playing the Hard Rock Casino over here, which is not really a huge venue. They're playing 2 nights and it sold out real quick. I mean, not shocking at all. All right, next story. Former Kiss guitarist Vinnie Vincent said he believed he really could have rejoined the band around 1992 after he contributed material for their album Revenge. He emphasized that he's only talking for his own perspective, but spoke of the natural team energy that had been re-energized as he co-wrote with Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley, despite the pair having fired him in 1984. He was credited on 3 Revenge tracks, Unholy, Heart of Chrome, and I Just Wanna. After the album's release, however, he was accused of having reneged on a deal with Kiss and went on to fail in a bid to sue them. Those events closed the door on any prospective reunion. Vinnie said, I think there are very important two little words because it's me thinking this. But we formed this thing where we were Vinnie, Gene, and Paul. The bond was getting there creatively at the time and continued. In my humble opinion, in my heart of hearts, in my private world of my own mind, I believe that there was a moment where whoever was driving the car was going to turn the wheel. There was a moment where it could have easily happened where I would have been back in the band. This is my opinion. Don't take it as someone else's opinion. Bruce Kulick handled all the lead guitar work on Revenge, as he has done on every Kiss album since 1985's Asylum. In a 2019 Guitar World interview, both Simmons and Stanley were against the idea of Vincent ever returning to the group. How many times do you want to get sued before you say that's enough, asked Simmons, with Paul Stanley of Kiss concluding, that's not someone who I want to celebrate. It's bizarre to think that they would have taken Vinnie Vincent back. Now, I know there were rumors that Ace Frehley was going to come back before Hot in the Shade. There were talks about that. I've heard it from different people, but I don't think Gene and Paul would ever want Vinnie back in the band. Who knows? Maybe Vinnie's got a point, but then again, I really do honestly believe that Vinnie Vincent is allergic to honesty. Vinnie Vincent is more bizarre than this Paul Stanley of Kiss doll. All right, next story. David Ellefson says he met his teenage sex video partner in 2019, admits to 4 to 5 masturbating encounters. Rolling Stone has published new details of the recent leaks of private messages and videos of former Megadeth bassist David Ellefson's interaction with a woman who is not his wife. The magazines obtained a report from the Scottsdale Police Department which shows that Ellefson admitted to police that he had been sexting with a Dutch teenager who had captured video of their encounter without his consent. The police confirmed Ellefson's partner's age as 19. As part of the investigation, Ellefson took a polygraph test and provided a photo of his partner's driver's license to provide she was of age. He also shared with the police screenshots of Snapchat and WhatsApp messages on his interaction with her. The 56-year-old musician told police that he first met the woman when he was signing autographs at a 2019 concert in Holland. They struck up a friendship and continued chatting through social media, the reporter said. The second time that they met in person was in the Netherlands at a hotel lobby to have coffee and a soda. He believes this was February 2020. He stated that there was no physical contact and they just had a conversation. He stated there has never been any sexual physical contact between the two. According to Ellefson, his interaction with the woman didn't turn sexual until July or August of 2020, when they each started to masturbate together over Facebook Messenger. He stated they had about 4 to 5 masturbating encounters. The last online sexual encounter was around February 2021. Ellefson's partner admitted Mr. Ellefson that she had recorded 2 or 3 videos of him masturbating without his consent or knowledge. The report added Ellefson's partner admitted that she had shared the video with some friends but wasn't sure how it got leaked out to others. She was remorseful and agreed to send out a social media statement on her Instagram account that she had been a willing, consenting adult during their mutual virtual sexual encounter. Ellefson stated the fan had not extorted him in any way. When Ellefson issued his original statement on May 10th, he included a screenshot of a social media post from the woman involved, who denied any suggestions that she was underage at the time. The woman also revealed she recorded the intimate moments and shared them with a friend without Ellefson's permission, calling herself naive for doing so and claiming that the contact between her and the musician was all consensual and all online. She also called assumptions that she was groomed by Ellefson misinformation. Alright, I really don't have anything to add to this that I haven't said already, because everything Ellefson said here, which he hasn't said yet, I assume that's how it was. I just hope the person that leaked this was telling the truth for his own sake, because if he was lying that this guy was grooming and stuff, I hope he gets fucked. Alright, final story. Phil Collins says Vince Neil has plenty of time to get his voice back into shape before Def Leppard and Motley Crue launched their delayed stadium tour. The guitarist was asked about an incident on May 29th when the singer was forced to abandon a solo show, telling the audience, "I'm sorry you guys, it's been a long time. My fucking voice is gone." It was Neil's first concert since the pandemic shut down live music, and the rescheduled stadium tour doesn't commence until June 16th, 2020. I heard about it, Colin reported in a recent episode of the Jeremy White podcast. Hey, look, he's got a year. There's a lot at stake when you go out, and you want to be your best. Hopefully, we'll be working out together and all that stuff. He concluded, with Vince, he's got a year to go. Hopefully, everything is cool by then. I hope so. Fingers crossed. Well, honestly, in my opinion, uncross those fingers. Vince don't care. I mean, it's been like decades he's been sucking on stage, and he's not losing any weight. Look at him. I saw that footage where he cut the show toward the end, and he said, "Look, I can't do this no more." I just find it amazing that Vince Neil, with all the backlash he gets, doesn't affect him at all. And he goes out there and he does these solo shows where, believe it or not, where he charges $40,000 to $75,000 to play a solo show. And he goes out there and half-asses it. He's been doing it for decades. I mean, anybody that paid tickets for the stadium show, do you honestly believe that Vince is going to be in shape and singing well? I doubt it. This show where he walked out, it was no different than any other show. I mean, Vince has sucked for decades, and he gets paid well for it, and he just doesn't care. You know, I saw that footage where he walked off stage. It was basically him saying, "You know what? Fuck you all. I don't give a fuck. I'm Vince fucking Neil. I'm leaving this stage. I got a bucket of KFC in the back. I'm gonna down me some delicious gravy and chase it down with some wild turkey as groupies service me. I shook my ass enough for you fucks. I'm Vince fucking Neil."
I got a cop, help me, midnight, 103 in my house.
Well, that's it for the news, everybody. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And if you want to donate, I got a PayPal below. And check out the Rock and Metal Combat Podcast and the VIERA Podcast. And I will be in Nashville in August at the Rockin' Pod. So please come over if you live in Nashville or if you live anywhere else. There's a lot of record vendors there. You can find just about every vinyl you want to look for. I found so much killer rare shit at Rockin' Pod. I would come home with stacks of vinyl. It was a pain in the ass bringing home on the plane, but still was damn worth it. And they just announced the brothers Vinnie Appice and Carmine Appice will be there, and also Billy Sheehan, and there's going to be more people announced as the months go by. So please come to the Rockin' Pod and hang out with me, Dr. Fuckalicious. It'll be a blast. So stay frosty, everybody, and SHMACKEMAGOB.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu.